Hello there. It's so good to see you. I'm Mary Sue and I'm so grateful that you're here. Today we are going to be doing just a very fun pick a card reading. We just celebrated the first day of summer here in the Northern Hemisphere, and summer is all about fun. So this is a pick a card to see what summer blessing you have headed your way, how it will affect your life, and what you can look forward to as you're moving into the fall. So it's kind of the outcome. And we have 3 piles. So you can take a look at the piles. We have the Flamingo float and the flip-flops, and then we have the beach ball. And once you choose your group, all of the groups are time-stamped in the description box below, so you can go straight to your group. And I'm going to go ahead and start with group 1. Hello there, group 1. Well, you chose the Flamingo float. What a fun energy. So we're going to take a look at first at what blessing is coming in for you, and then we're going to take a look at how this is going to change part of your life. How is this going to affect you moving forward into the fall? So I'm going to use a combination of oracle cards and tarot cards. So we'll see what we have coming in here for you. Oh, really nice. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Lovely energy. Okay, so your blessing has something to do with being very optimistic about something that you are eliminating for your life. It's kind of interesting. I got that spring cleaning energy. I feel like you have cleaned something out in your life. So this could be, you know, you've ended a relationship, you've ended a career or a job. It could be that you've even like cleaned out. I'm getting this sense like you could be, you could have cleaned out something like personal. You know, they're showing me like cleaning out a closet, like you're changing. I feel like you're changing perhaps, you know, your lifestyle or your look. You know, you could have been working on, you know, getting into shape. Maybe you've lost some weight, changing your hair. It's this energy of leaving something behind. And I feel like it could be even like something about yourself that you've left behind. Stepping into this really optimistic energy of this isn't like a sad thing that you've had to leave behind. It's kind of like you're embracing a big change that you want to make in your life and knowing that you've had to leave something behind. I feel there is this energy of truly like stepping into a new world, and by stepping into this new world, you knew that you had to clean some things out. I'm really getting a sense that like in a very good way, like you may have cleaned up like your diet as far as like, you know, eating healthier or something like that. You may have cleaned out things that have held you back, because you see the optimism card, it's this energy of, yes, I have a lot of hope for the future. And this energy is kind of like, you may have even cleaned out like spending hours, you know, looking at social media or binge watching shows or something like that. You know, you've cleaned something that was holding you back from having the time and the energy to do something, to go forward in a very positive way. So let's go to the tarot. Let's see what we have here that is, wow, those two just popped. So let's see what else. Yeah, they're wanting more. Okay, 10 of Wands. Yeah, you're really dropping the burden of this and whatever has happened in the past. Okay, so you know the interesting energy here is that you have orphaned and then you have loving woman. This is the energy that I feel like maybe in the spring, or maybe, you know, it could be that even back in the winter or spring, moving into summer, you could have closed out a relationship. I feel this is almost like a relationship or something came to an end. It's already happened. This is not going to happen. I feel like that has already happened. And you're stepping, I feel like you've done this healing process and you are truly stepping into this energy of wanting to step back into a love, like a love relationship, or at least loving your life, putting yourself back out there, moving from an energy of, I don't, of sadness, of grief, of losing, a relationship or a situation, a job, something in your life, and moving into this very, it really is this optimistic type of energy. The gift that you are getting is the energy of, yes, I am ready to revive my life. I am ready to step out there. I am ready to put down. You see how we have the Three of Swords? I'm ready to put that energy down and step into my Queen of Wands energy. The Queen of Wands is so confident, just really charismatic, creative, business savvy. She's just really such a lovely energy, not necessarily coupled with anybody, even though we think of our counterpart as the King of Wands. The Queen of Wands is very independent. She's kind of like, yeah, I'm enjoying my life. She enjoys her life. She's very passionate about living, because we also have the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. Very much this energy of, loving the life that you have. And with the Nine of Pentacles, again, this is the single lady card, gender doesn't matter, but a lot of divine feminine energy here. Now, I also want to point out that you have two nines there, and then you have the Ten of Wands on the bottom. It's like you're kind of coming into the end of this, I think over the summer, you come into the end of being single. I feel like you're working on yourself. Once again, maybe getting a new hairstyle or a new way of dressing, or, maybe even joining some new social groups or something like that. You're putting yourself back out there. You're just ready to have some fun. So how does this change your life? Well, this is really interesting because we have not for you, and then we have higher self. This is changing your life because what it's doing is building up your confidence to understanding that you are going to hold out for love relationships or situations in your life that are really based on what is best for you. That you have gain some discernment. It's almost that Queen of Swords energy. Discernment in what is good for you and what isn't. You've come into this energy of knowing. I mean, I want to point out again, these are two highly independent energies. It's like, you don't have to have somebody in your life. You may want somebody in your life, but you're not just taking anybody. There could have been a time where you felt like you really needed to have somebody in your life, that you weren't quite in the energy of feeling confident when you were completely single. And now you're in this energy. It's changing you. It's changing you in this way that you are stepping more into your power of understanding that, yes, I'm only accepting people and situations into my life that are going to be good for my higher self, are good for the person I am becoming. That, stepping into this energy of truly loving yourself. This is the Queen of Cups energy. Making decisions that are good for my heart. Because you see there, she has the heart, and then she has the wings on the heart, the angel's wings. Understanding that you're only making decisions that are, have your best heart in mind. You could have been in toxic relationships or in situations where you gave more than you got out of the relationship. And now you're understanding, no, my relationships, my situations, my career, my job, whatever it is that I am putting time and energy into, I also need to allow that person or that situation to also reward me in some way. I have to get something of equal balance out of it. Yeah, really lovely energy. The Emperor energy here, really stepping into your power, understanding that you are leaving any of the, I don't know, it's kind of the energy of sadness. Leaving that behind, understanding that when you step into this energy of really being confident about yourself and about your choices, you're not going to have these disappointments popping up all of the time. You're walking into a completely new way of looking at the world and looking at the people and the situations that you are attracting into your life. You're also at a much higher level now, a much more positive, high vibing energy. And because of that, you are going to be attracting in higher vibrating energies too, whether that is in relationships or situations, because the outcome here is now you can breathe. It's like you've learned a very valuable lesson. With the teacher card here, the person that may have disappointed you in the past, or this situation, career, job, whatever this was, that was truly heartbreaking. You're understanding now that that was a lesson that was on your path to help bring you some new wisdom. You're calm now because in the past, you know, when this first occurred, and once again, I think this occurred some time ago. When this first occurred, you may have gone into an energy of blocking your heart and then also not trusting others, but also not trusting yourself. Not trusting yourself in being able to choose things that are good for you. You may have allowed things, you're understanding that you allowed people or situations into your life that really weren't for your highest good. You've done the healing around this. You've looked at why you allowed these people or situations into your life. And now, the really interesting thing is that you've learned that lesson. You've learned now how to have that discernment, how to, you know, sit with your intuition to be able to decide when a new person or situation comes into your life, whether or not it is really something that's good for you. This is a lovely energy because I feel as if, you know, you have not only optimism about being able to choose and to allow and to attract things into your life that are good for you. It's almost as if you're stepping into this energy of being confident about yourself, of trusting yourself. And it's really hard for us to be able to trust others if we can't first trust ourselves. So let's see what we have here. Oh my gosh. 10 of Wands. Yeah, you're putting down the burdens of what has happened in the past. You're stepping into this completely optimistic, high vibration, positive energy. And then look at what you're doing. You are manifesting. Here's your Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Magician energy. You could be dealing with a Gemini. I also have Cancer energy here and Aries energy. There's this energy of you are then attracting, you are then manifesting the true long-term committed relationship that you're looking for. Because the King and Queen of Pentacles is what we consider the epitome of, you know, the loving couple that builds a home together, a life together, a family together, that they're extremely grounded and stable and loving and nurturing and caring of each other and of their family. And that's exactly what you are attracting, especially as we move into the fall. Because what you're doing over the summer is you're getting into that energy of stepping into your confidence again. You know, once again, maybe, you know, shedding some of the old skin, you know, changing up your wardrobe, changing up your house, changing up the activities that you're doing. You're just kind of like super optimistic about your life and really putting yourself out there. And on top of that, because you are vibing at such a high frequency and so positive, you are attracting in a true love counterpart. My goodness, Group 1, what a lovely, lovely summer blessing that you have on the way. Well, I do wish you much love and light in this situation and all of your situations. And I look forward to seeing you again. Bye for now. Well, hello there, Group 2. So let's take a look at what your summer blessing is, how this is going to change your life, and then, you know, towards the end of the summer, what can you look forward to as we're moving into fall. So we'll take a look at all of these. We're going to be using a combination of oracle cards and tarot. So we'll take a look at that. And let's see, you chose the flip-flops. Summer is a great time for just, you know, being casual, wearing those flip-flops, enjoying life. And I hope that you have some fun plans for the summer. Okay, so interesting energy on the bottom. We have message in a bottle and letting go. You know, group one had somewhat of a similar energy, different cards, but really of letting go of someone or some situation from the past. Just understanding I've got to close those doors out. You may be getting a message. Let's clarify just this message card. But there's kind of like closing out, just, you know, it's almost like a goodbye letter. You might be even writing somebody a goodbye letter or a resignation letter, you know, something like that. I'm getting the sense that I feel like either you are writing this or you may get some type of message and you just know, yeah, this is over. Yeah, Page of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, Queen of Cups. Yeah, Two of Pentacles on the bottom. I feel like it's like something that you have been toying with, not really sure. You get this message, and with the Page of Pentacles, you know, it's a message of an offer. I feel like you get some type of offer, and when you do, you know, there's this energy of walking away from something to go towards your happiness, because the Eight of Cups is, you know, it's not like what you have is awful. You know, you're moving from the Seven of Cups up to the Nine of Cups. And Nine of Cups are your wishes and dreams, what you're hoping to bring into your life. You're making this decision to walk away from something in order to find more happiness for yourself. It's something that is really near and dear to your heart. So, you know, it could be, you know, you're moving to a city that you've always wanted to live in, or you're going in a new direction with your career because you really want to expand your horizons, or, you know, there's a creative project that you've always wanted to work on. You're moving away from something. You're closing, you know, we only have so much time and energy. You're closing out something in your life so that you have the time and energy to put into something that is more in alignment with what you really want to do, what your heart is desiring. Because the blessing that you have coming in is the honoring path. I feel like you are getting some type of a message. It could be an offer, like a new job offer. It could be you know, somebody reaching out. I really feel like a lot of you may be moving. You're kind of like reaching out or traveling. You could be traveling. You know, somebody is reaching out to you. You're going in a new direction. With the honoring path, I don't necessarily get this. I really feel like it's the Fool's energy. Like there's an offer of some sort that comes in that really has you no longer waffling. I feel like you're waffling. Should I go do this? Is it too far out there? Is it too far-fetched? You know, your friends and family may be, yeah, I mean, after something, I think something has kind of ended or shifted or been very disappointing in your life. And you're moving forward. You're like being really independent about this. You could have people in your life that are just kind of like, what are you doing? And you're kind of like, I'm following my heart. I'm following my bliss. I'm going to go do this because I just feel like it's honoring me. You know, it's honoring my soul's purpose. It's honoring my craft. It's honoring my skills and special gifts. I'm doing this because it's part of who I am. And with the Y card, I don't think you're questioning anymore. I think you may have been asking yourself, why am I being called to go do this? I feel like your friends and family may be saying, why are you doing this? And you're just kind of like, I've got to go do this. You know, for some of you, it could be like you could have quit a job, or a job ended, or perhaps you just finished school or something like that, and you're just kind of like, I'm just going to go wander. I get a sense that a lot of you are going to be like traveling, not necessarily any specific destination in mind. It's just kind of like this, I have to go find myself type of energy. And you know, the summer seems like a great time to do that. So let's, yeah, oh my goodness. Four of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you are literally going on some type of an adventure in order to find yourself. You're moving away from something with the Six of Swords, moving away from some turbulent water into calmer water. You're doing this to help yourself transition from something that was disappointing into something that is more joyful. The blessing that you have, so remember, we're asking about summer blessings, is that I think you get this opportunity. It's like you could get a windfall of money that gives you the money in order to go on a trip, right? Or it's, you know, your boss comes in and says, well, we got to let some people go, but we're willing to give them a severance package or something. Does anybody volunteer? And you're like, yeah, I volunteer. It's kind of like, you know, with the Page of Pentacles, I feel like it's a little bit of a gift from the universe that gives you this opportunity, this opening in your life to be able to go and explore who you are, to go deeper into figuring out what maybe your soul's purpose is or where you are meant to go in this world. Because by going on this adventure, and I'm just going to say it's an adventure because I do feel like for a lot of you, this is a card of moving. There's a lot of moving energy, or at least traveling. You're going to be, I feel like a lot of you will be by yourself. I'm not saying that you'll be completely lonely and never have people around you, but you're doing this very independently. It's kind of, this is the single lady card, you know, gender doesn't matter. It's just this energy of this is what I want to go do. And I have to go do it, almost, you know, by myself. I have to put myself out there. I want to go and explore. And it's all in the hopes of healing, because both of these cards are very much healing energies, looking to find that inner peace that you may be missing at this time. And once again, I feel like it's because there's been some doors that have been closed for one reason or another, whether you decided to walk away from a relationship or situation, or if somebody else decided to walk away. So what is this blessing of traveling or going on a new path? How is this changing you? It's giving you a chance, okay, with time for a nap. It's giving you a chance to spend some time reflecting about how your life has just been status quo. I feel like there's this energy of, yeah, I got to get out of here. You know, have you ever been, okay, like cooped up, okay, like, you know, when I was a young mom and I have 3 children and they're all young, and then, you know, you get some major snowstorm and you're, you know, have to stay inside for 7 days, you know, something like that, something ridiculous. You know, the first day or two, it's kind of fun, right? You know, everybody's home from school and you're drinking hot chocolate or whatever. And then after a few more days, you're like, I have got to get out of this house. I don't know what we're going to do. I have got to get out of this house. I feel like there's this almost that type of energy, but instead of just getting out of the house, I feel like you're wanting to get almost out of your life, okay? Not in a way of, I just want everybody to go away or whatever. It's just kind of like, I need a break from the status quo of my life. You know, status quo is an energy of nothing in my life is really exciting. It's also not terrible. It's just, I have got to change up my life. And I feel like that is part of this, whether you're just traveling or you're moving. It's kind of like, I want to go explore. I want to see what else is out there. You may have lived in the same town for, you know, 10 years, 20 years, your whole life, you know, you've been there a while, you know all the people, you know the ups and downs and ins and outs of everybody, and they know everything about you. It's that energy of, I just need a fresh start. I want to go somewhere new. I want it to be more exciting. I don't want it to just be status quo. So let's go ahead and clarify that, because, you know, sometimes what we really do need is just to shake things up in our life, especially if you feel like you've been stuck. And I feel like that's why you have this letting go energy too. It's kind of like, I have to let go of, you know, just everything being the same. So Four of Swords, Page of Cups, Nine of Wands, Page of Wands. You're learning more about yourself. When you can pull yourself out of the energy of just your regular day-to-day life, right? I feel like there's this chance to spend some time with yourself. This card right now is speaking to me like you're almost like talking to your inner child. You're healing any of those inner child wounds. You're spending time understanding yourself better, you know, understanding why maybe you have allowed your life to get into a status quo type of energy. And it's been a long trail. You know, this is the wounded warrior. This is, you have the perseverance and the determination to make your life what you really want it to be. And, you know, for some time, it may be that you had no other options. You know, you had to stay at that job. You had to stay in your home environment. You know, you didn't have any doors opening for you. And I feel as if suddenly a door opens, right? You get this offer, this message of some sort, this door opens for you, and you're just kind of like, oh my gosh, I've got to take it. I've got to go. You know, for the first time in 7 days, I can get outside of the house, but it's almost like I can get outside of my life. It's that type of energy. So let's see what you have leading into the fall, because your blessing is this opportunity to travel, to move, to start a new life, to go on a new path. It's helping you to break out of that status quo of feeling stuck in your life. And then in the fall, you have chopped wood and hidden motivations. You know, I feel like for a lot of you, you're going on like a road trip or something like that. I don't feel like it's just a weekend trip. I feel like it's more of an extended either vacation or actually moving. What you're going to discover while you're on that trip or moving or whatever it is that you're doing, you're figuring out that you have some hidden motivations, possibly from childhood. You see in her dress, there's children playing. There's something that that you have been doing, possibly from childhood, that you've been doing as a ritual or something every day. You're understanding now that by changing what you do every single day, by changing it up, helps you to also change up your life. It's about looking at your life in a different way. So let's say, for instance, you have some habits. We all have habits, right? Some good, some bad. But it's almost like you're looking at your habits, the ones that you have, maybe in a totally different light, and realizing that some of the habits that you have are almost preventing you from manifesting what it is that you truly want in your life. Now, the message I'm getting is that when you start to look at that, you're going to realize that some of the habits, because chopped wood is those daily habits that we do, some of those habits are literally from childhood that have prevented you from going on this new exploration of following your bliss. Okay? So I'm trying to think, you know, okay, perhaps you grew up in a home where, I'm trying to think of something outrageous. Say that you grew up in a home where before you went to bed every night, you had to spend an hour every day reorganizing your closet, making sure all the shoes were just perfect and all the clothes were hung up. Like, your parents had this belief that if your clothes were really in good shape and all of that, and your closet was pristine, then, life would be perfect, okay? So you have been spending a lot of time doing this since you were a child because it was a belief that your parents had that they passed on to you. So you've been spending an hour every single day, making sure your closet and all of your clothing was in tip-top shape. Now, you go on this vacation, you spend some time living out of a suitcase where your clothes are not in pristine shape, right? At least when I travel, they're not. It's like my suitcase has exploded. And you realize that, if I just spend 10 minutes a day keeping my clothes picked up and on a hanger and my shoes somewhat organized, right? That gives me 50 minutes a day to read a book about something that I'm learning about, that I want to learn about, or taking an online class, or, meditating or exercising. It's almost as if you suddenly realize that you have some habits that you normally have when you're at home, okay, in your daily routine every day, that are preventing you from stepping into your total bliss or stepping into a new belief system about what you can create or your special gifts. When you're in your home environment, your life is on status quo, you're doing this every day, but it's draining you of time and energy. Really interesting, because it's not, I don't feel like it's a bad habit that you have. It's almost as if you're spending so much time thinking that it is really important. So you're spending a really long time perhaps doing something that is taking away too much time and energy from the things that you really want to do. Really interesting. It's kind of like they're saying exercise. Like I've read different, I am not a huge exerciser, but I have read studies where, they say you need 20 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day, and then, you have some people that believe they have to do cardio for like an hour and a half a day, right? It's something like that. It's kind of like you're putting so much time and energy into exercising. You're doing an hour and a half a day, and your doctor says, well, you really only need 30 minutes a day, but you're spending 90 minutes a day. And it's like, why? There's a little bit of this, why am I putting so much time and energy into something that really isn't getting me the benefits that I think it is, okay? It's not taking me to this new level of happiness or joy or abundance or love. I'm putting a lot of time and energy into something that I could actually spend less time and energy on, so that I'd have more time and energy to spend on something I'd really like to spend time on. Yeah, oh my goodness, the sun. It's as if you have this epiphany. I really feel like this new job, this traveling, gets you out of your daily routine so that you can see how you're holding yourself back without even realizing it. And once again, group 2, I feel like whatever you're doing is a good thing. It's not like necessarily it's a bad thing. It's just that you're putting so much time and energy into it. It's distracting you from where you really should be putting more time and energy into. When you figure this out, it's kind of like the Knight of Cups. You're expressing. You're no longer waffling about, well, where should I put my time and energy? All of a sudden, you're making choices that are really good for you. The Lover's card is, the old choice card, making choices that are really good for you. And I also feel like it helps to attract in a new love with the Lover's card. Somebody that's, on the same wavelength as you, that can understand. I feel like, they may even shift your mindset about what it is that you're doing. I don't want to say this is like OCD or obsessive or anything like that, but there is that element of just suddenly realizing, that's really not a good use of my time and energy. And then we have the Sun card. After a time of being kind of like Five of Cups, this is a little bit of that, my life is status quo, things aren't changing. You're seeing things in a different way. And then when you see things in a different way, the Sun comes out. The Sun represents everything that you could ever wish or dream for. You know, love, joy, abundance. The blessings really do come in. Really lovely energy. So once again, let's recap. I feel like your blessing is this opportunity to go in a new direction that I really feel like comes out of the blue. And you're just kind of like, wow. And to do that, you do have to close some doors. You're closing some doors so that you can walk through some new doors. But I don't think you're afraid, because it's kind of like, yeah, my life is just, you know, I just want more out of my life. So, okay, what do we have? Keep it simple. Old souls use words very sparingly, except, of course, for I, love, thank, you, wow, now, and cool. Wow, I love you now, the universe, which sounds so much better than, wow, now I love you. Sequence is important. Interesting, because I feel like, you know, with this energy, maybe you're understanding that the sequence or your priorities in life are not in the right sequence, right? You may be putting a lot of time and energy into something that you think should be your top priority, but suddenly you realize that your priorities are, you know, just need to be shifted, just to be shifted a little bit. All right, well, group 2, I do wish you a wonderful summer. I wish you so much love and light in this situation and in all of your situations. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now. Well, hello there, group 3. So you chose the beach ball. Welcome. We are going to be taking a look at what blessing is headed your way, and then how this is going to change either your viewpoint about life or just your life in general. And then we're going to take a look at how this blessing kind of, you know, changes what you are going to be doing in the fall, how it kind of like the outcome of this leading into the fall. So let's take a look at this. Okay, so on the bottom, you know, we have such a interesting energy. We have the decrease. I feel like there is this energy of something hasn't worked out the way that you wanted it to. But I want to say, look at all this lovely energy. This is milk and honey. It represents the 10 of cups. So all of your wishes and dreams coming true. We also have poised. You're ready. You're willing to have this come in, and then milestone. So I feel like your blessing has something to do with things have been disappointing in some way. It could be in a relationship. It could be in your job, just a situation. It could be even like your own energy level. Like, you know, physically you have felt more drained lately. And now that the summer is coming into fruition, your blessing that you're having come in is the law of attraction. So this is by the book. It's about the law of attraction, attracting in something that you have really wanted. We also have professional assistance. So this could be something that you have, you know, you could have lost some money, or you could have lost, you know, a job, or, you know, maybe had an accident or something like that. You could have sought professional assistance. So you could have sought, you know, maybe a lawyer to help you with this, or, you know, a medical doctor, a therapist, a family counselor, you know, you could have, or an accountant, you know, you could have sought some professional assistance to help you to manifest something that you're wanting. So let's go ahead and clarify that energy. Because this is, you know, I feel like if you have been in a position where, you know, you've been really trying to have, you know, especially like a legal dispute, it could be a divorce, you know, settlement, something like that, an insurance, you know, settlement, I feel like there's this energy where, you know, you have been worried about this with the decrease, you know, and now you do have all of this lovely energy coming in. Yeah. So, okay, we have 5 of Wands on the bottom. Yeah, I feel like there's been conflict in some way. You know, I mean, you know, that would be true in a divorce settlement or an accident. You know, people kind of like arguing back and forth. I get the energy. You know, it could be even that you feel like you were let go from your job, you know, and something, you know, wasn't right about it, or they didn't handle something correctly. I really feel like there was this energy of conflict, of having to kind of almost stand up for yourself in this. You've been waiting a long time. And the Ace of Pentacles, you know, the universe is coming in with the Ace of Pentacles. I always feel like that's a gift from the universe. The universe is helping to balance out the scales. I feel like you felt like you got the wrong end of a deal, you know, in some case. And now your summer blessing is that things are falling into your place. Because we have the Temperance card, you've needed a lot of patience. This is Sagittarius energy, but you don't have to be dealing with a Sagittarius. It's just kind of like seeing the bigger picture, understanding that things are balancing out, but it has taken some time. I feel like, you know, whatever the situation is, it has maybe even like 6 months or so. I have the number 7. You know, it could be 7 months that you've kind of been going back and forth, needing this professional help with this situation. We have the Death card, Scorpio energy, but once again, this energy of something coming to an end so that you can start your life again. And I think that that is the blessing. I feel like whatever the situation is, it comes to an end. You finally get, you know, the insurance settlement, the divorce is finalized, you know, the settlement is paid up, or whatever this is. And you've known all along possibly that this was going to go in your favor, but that doesn't mean that you haven't been worried about it. You know, it's kind of, I don't, you know, honestly, I don't think there's not like a sense of celebrating. Not that you'll be happy when this finally comes through. It's not like a sense of celebrating, because I really feel like you kind of had to really stand up for yourself. You had to kind of fight for this. It didn't come easily, you know, especially with the Temperance card. And I feel like there's some emotional loss too, you know, so, you know, when you end a marriage, even if you wanted the marriage to be over, there's still that sadness of something didn't work out. And I get that energy here that, you know, even though you may have won this, you know, insurance settlement or whatever it is, there's still an energy of something is gone. You know, something is gone that you really can't replace. Even if you get money or whatever and you're happy with the settlement, you're still not really happy, because you really would rather just have what it is that you lost. So my heart goes out to you, because I feel like there is that energy. The good news is that you're blessing. You're finally getting this cycle to end. It is a difficult cycle that you've been through, and the ending is here. Yeah, Justice card, Page of Swords, Empress, really, Temperance. Group 3, you have been through a lot, you know, but look at this, Justice. Your just rewards are coming. The balance is in your favor now, you know. Things are balanced out. The Page of Cups, somebody could actually be apologizing for the way they behaved. Because, you know, that 5 of Wands, that conflict, there could have been a lot of drama. People could have said, you know, things to you about you shouldn't be fighting so hard or something like that. But I feel like somebody may actually be apologizing for the way that they behaved. Throughout this, because I feel like this is a rough thing. But look at this with the Empress energy. You are rebirthing. To me, this is like the Phoenix Rising card. You are rebirthing yourself. You are starting a new chapter in your life. It has taken some time. You know, for some of you, it could be that you have had fertility issues, you know, and have wanted to have a child. The professional assistant could be, medical doctors that were trying to help you with that, or, adoption agency, something like that. Because the Empress is pregnant, so for those of you, that may resonate with that, there's like this new life that is being born. It's either you are actually giving birth to a new life, or, a creative project, a business, something like that. For some of you, you could have been seeking professional assistance in birthing a new business, So it's a really nice energy that whatever has taken a very long time. We have the Temperance card twice. So it's taken a lot of patience. You may have, if this is a lovely thing that's coming into fruition, it may be that you had to spend a lot of money getting the professional assistance so that you could get this up and off the ground, like maybe adoption fees, or if it's a new business, you've had to put out some of your own personal money in order to, hire the right people to help you set this business up, or to buy inventory, something like that. But once again, it is a true blessing, because finally you are able to open your business, have the baby that you're wanting, getting, buying the house, you find the realtor and you find the house that you're wanting, because the blessing is that what you have been trying to manifest is finally coming in for you. So how does this change your life? Really interesting energy, because we have loss and we have home, or the Hermit card. Virgo energy here, no place like home. So let's go ahead and clarify that, because what this is doing, to me, it seems as if you are changing, you could be changing locations of where you live. You could be moving to a new city. You could be moving to a new house. Ten of Wands, having to put down, finally being able to put down the burdens of something from the past. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, there is still this energy of one life ending, one chapter of your life ending with the Death card and starting a new chapter. So you could, once again, there's that energy of, even though you're starting a new life that you're really excited about, that you've tried to manifest, right? And remember, you have a lot of amazing energy here. So you're birthing something new into your life. There's still something that you have had to lose and leave behind. So with the Five of Pentacles, there's that energy of, yeah, I won that battle, but there's still somewhat of a scar left. There's something that you had to leave behind in order to step into this new chapter. You've toyed with this for some time. You really have. Do I really give this my love? It's this energy of, I really want this, and yet at the same time, I'm afraid to put too much of myself into it because I'm not sure how it's going to turn out. So let me clarify this Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups again. This could be somebody, because we do have the Six of Cups. This could be somebody coming back, wanting to, yeah, Six of Wands. You're going to have victory over this situation. I feel like, wow, you have the World card, and then you have the World card, the Six of Wands, and the Chariot. Moving forward very quickly, I feel like there is a little bit of this last goodbye. Because there's somebody coming in here to express their love. And it could be, I want to say it's kind of like somebody's last ditch effort. It's a last ditch effort. What you're looking for, though, is something that's long term. I feel like that this person or this situation, there's something, for some of you, it could be that you were in a business, that you had a business partner, things weren't working out, there was some conflict. you got some professional assistance, you decided that you were going to buy that person out or something like that. There's this energy of somebody, you know, your partner saying, okay, you can buy me out at this price, you agree, you know, and then at the last minute, they're kind of like, well, maybe we could, you know, get this to work. Or if you're getting divorced, this person then wants to be friends or something like that. I feel like no, I've played that game with you before. You know, there is an energy of, I've seen how you can manipulate me or other people, and I'm holding out for something that's long-term. Yeah, I feel like the benefit of this situation is that you're getting clarity about loving yourself, about making choices that are good for yourself. I feel like somebody is going to try to play on your heartstrings a little bit, and you're kind of like, no, I'm seeing things clearly, and I'm only taking those things that are truly committed to me. Because I feel like somebody here in the past or in this situation, you know, may have at one time, you know, betrayed you in some way, not lived up to their promises. Let's put it that way, right? Whether it's a romantic relationship, a business relationship, it could be that in the past you also, like say you were trying to buy a house, right? And you put an offer on it and they accepted the offer, and then, you know, suddenly, you know, at the last minute, they said, no, we want to take, you know, we don't want to sell the house, something like that. And so there's this energy of you've had you've almost gone to the finish line so many times, but then the rug is pulled out. And this time, the difference is that you're making a decision to not allow somebody to manipulate the situation. You're going all the way because this is lovely energy. You're getting exactly what it is that you want. Because in the outcome, at the end of the summer, as you're moving into the fall, look at this, imagine and peace. You have complete peace of mind. You no longer have to worry about somebody betraying you or not, you know, living up to their promises. That whole type of energy is gone. You have a peace of mind. Yeah, especially like if, you know, once again, you know, you've given somebody a lot of chances, you know, and then for some reason they're kind of like, they want another chance. And you're kind of like, no, I'm dropping the burdens of the past. I see clearly now how every time I allowed this person back in or gave this person another chance, I got hurt, right? They always smelled like roses, and I was the one that got hurt. So what do we have here? Yeah, you're just going in a different direction. Seven of Wands, getting on top of everything. You know, after a disappointment, and this, I don't think this disappointment happens this summer. This has already happened, or you're finalizing it, right? So you've had the heart broken, and now you have, over the summer, chosen to go in a new direction. Feel like when they come in with this last minute offer or something to change the deal or whatever, you're kind of like, no, I'm going my own way. You're not coming with me. And the Emperor, you're stepping into your power. You know, this is Aries energy, but it's an energy of, yeah, I'm no longer going to hide or delay the wheel from turning for me. I am going to make choices that are truly good for in alignment with what it is that I want. Yeah. Really interesting, because I feel as if this is a huge pivotal, and this blessing brings in a huge pivotal change for you in your life, in the way that you look at life. So, dwell on what you love. I love this. Asking someone to change is like pruning a tree. Neither will ever be the same again. Scarier still is that you can't quite know in what new directions they'll grow. I wouldn't change a leaf on you. Yeah, I feel like that's the thing, you know, with this energy of this person coming in and giving a last minute offer or wanting to change, you know, something. You know, you've seen this before. You're kind of like, no, I see you. I know your games. I'm not playing this game anymore. I'm done. I'm moving on. I'm moving on to a new direction. And when you do, it's like the universe backs you up. The universe says, yes, okay, group 3, here you go. Here's your blessings for choosing to follow your own heart and, you know, not to allow someone or something to distract you from what it is that you truly want. Well, group 3, I do wish you so much love and light in this situation and in all your situations. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.